What is going on, guys? Snickel here, and today I have another 100% video for you guys. Today I'm going to be getting the 100% in Max Payne on the PlayStation 4. Now, the last trophy that I do have to earn is Feel the Pain, which is to complete the game in hard-boiled mode. You won't be able to play the hard-boiled mode on your first playthrough. You will have to beat the game one time in order to unlock it, but you can use cheats in order to kind of get through the game if that's how you want to do it. I'll talk about that a little bit more in the video. If you guys do go on to enjoy the video, be sure to give it a like. Let me know any of your experiences down in the comments below, and consider subscribing for more trophy content like this. Anyway, with all of that being said, let's get right into this video. I was live streaming myself getting this 100%. I do live stream all my 100% platinum trophies and various other things over on Twitch. So if you want to go follow me, there's a link for that down in the description below. So as I stated in the beginning of this video, if you decide you can actually get this game done in like an hour or something like that, there's a few cheat codes that you can activate that will unlock all the levels at the beginning, that will give you invincibility, give you all the weapons, give you unlimited bullet time. There's a lot of cheats that you can activate in order to get this 100%. Now, if you wanted to do this game without using any sort of cheat codes, any sort of level skips, anything like that, it's going to take you a total of, I believe, 4 playthroughs in order to get this done, because you would have to play through one time to unlock hard-boiled mode and New York Minute. You would then have to play through on hard-boiled mode in order to unlock the hard-boiled trophy, which would then unlock the hardest difficulty in the game, which I can't remember off the top of my head, which would then give you access to the end combat. You only can unlock that level when you beat the game on the hardest difficulty. But if you do put the level cheat in, you can just play the last chapter of every single level, or the last chapter of every single, I guess they call them levels. I don't remember the exact, what they exactly call them in the game, but you can play the last chapter of each one to unlock your level trophies. And then once you beat the game one time, you then will have access to the hard-boiled mode and the New York Minute mode, which then you can do the same. Well, you do something different. You have to play till at least chapter 2. Then once you get to chapter 2, you quit the game, go back to the main menu, make sure you put the level cheat in, because if you don't, it won't work. And then you just skip to the last boss battle, which we are doing right here. As for the end combat level, you will have that unlocked once you put the level cheat in, so you don't need to do that on any sort of difficulty. That will just automatically be unlocked. So you can cut some time off of doing this, and I was planning on doing a full playthrough of the game. I played about a third of the way through the game, like legitimately, and then I was just like, I don't know. The controls did not age well. I don't mind the way it like graphically looks. I don't care about graphics, but just the way that it plays and everything was just really strange. The sensitivity was very strange, even though you can adjust that if you want to. The dead zones were weird. Again, I believe you can adjust that if you want to, but everything was just kind of weird to me. And if you want to be completely honest, I didn't really feel like putting the time in to kind of fine-tune all that stuff and play through, because I experienced what I think I at least should experience when it comes to the narrative of the game. So that's a little breakdown of how you can kind of get through the game. I do have trophy guides for all of the, random trophies that you could be having issues with. They'll be linked down in the description below. So if you want to check any of those out, you're having any problems, they are linked right there. And again, if you're going for the New York Minute and the hard-boiled mode and everything like that, I do want to note, because I was having issues with this, it's not described very well really anywhere, is you need to play up to chapter 2 on that difficulty, and then you have to press the right side of the touchpad to pause the game, then the left side of the touchpad to back out to the main menu. Then you're going to put in your level cheat. Once you put in your level cheat, you then select your level, and then it kind of locks in for that difficulty. It's the way to think about it. The one Estonian just followed me there. Thank you for that. If you guys ever follow me or anything, or chat or sub or any of that stuff, it will always show up here on the videos. So if you want, you know, your name there you go. That's how you can do it. But yeah, if you are having issues with that trophy or those trophies, just remember that's how you do it. And formal killing. Thank you for the follow as well. But yeah, that's how you kind of get around the those difficulty trophies. Is you have to put the level cheat back in, because if you don't, then it'll tie it into whatever level you originally put the cheat on to kind of hop around with. So you have to re-enter that one every time. The invulnerability one and all those other ones, they're kind of weird. Sometimes they work and sometimes they don't. Most guides will tell you to just put the cheats, the invulnerability, and all those cheats back in after each chapter. I realized that sometimes it would keep your invulnerability on, sometimes it would take it off. It was very random with that. So if you're having troubles, just pause the game and, you know, put the codes in. In my guide that I made for a few of the trophies, I have all of the cheats that you should kind of be using. I don't remember them off the top of my head. So there is our trophy right there. Feel the Pain, the last trophy we needed for the 100%. So anyway, with all of that being said, let's take a look at this list. So here it is, 100%, and as you're looking through the list here, you're going to see that there's a few random trophies at the top. There's going to be a few trophies for getting through each of the parts, that being 1, 2, and 3. Then you're going to have your difficulty and your New York minute-based trophies and stuff at the bottom, which are not really that bad if you are using cheats to kind of get through the game. Anyway, here's the profile trophy level, 549, 70%. I've got 12,878 total trophies, got 8,720 bronze, 2,877 silver, 1,081 gold, 200 platinums, and like I said, 12,878 total trophies. And since there is no platinum trophy or whatever here, we're just going to be doing some gameplay for the last few the last few minutes of final thoughts, if I could talk. So I fully intended on playing all the way through this game, but with the amount of things that I have in the backlog and stuff, I feel like I experienced enough of the game that I wanted to or needed to experience to kind of get through. Again, you can use cheats if you want to get through the game, completely acceptable, and the game allows you to still earn trophies while you're putting in the cheats. So you can just Google, you know, Max Payne PS2 cheats, and the button combinations that you use there will work on the PS4 version because it is just a port. And again, if you are going to do this trophy list legit and you're going to do all the playthroughs, it's going to be a total of 4. I think it's 4. You're gonna have to do 1 normal, 1 hard boiled, 1 on the hardest difficulty, and then a New York minute. So yeah, you're gonna have to do 4 total playthroughs in order to get through the game. It kind of sucks because if you really had to do everything legitimately, I feel like this 100% would be, you know, possibly sub 1% because of having to play through all the difficulties. And maybe not sub 1%, I may be stretching it there, but I feel like it would be pretty low because you'd have to do a significant amount of playthroughs just for a 100%, and I feel like people wouldn't want to do that. So let's talk about some numbers here. So difficulty out of 10 to get this 100%, you're looking at like a 2 out of 10. If you use cheat codes, if you don't use cheat codes, you're probably looking at like a 7 or an 8 out of 10. Time it takes to get the 100%. Again, if you're using cheat codes, you're talking an hour, 2 hours maximum. If you're not using cheat codes, you're probably looking at, I don't know, if you average, I don't know, 30 hours, maybe 20 to 30 hours, depending how fast you can get through each of your playthroughs. That's probably a pretty rough estimate for it. So it really depends if you're going to use cheat codes or if you're not going to use cheat codes. Every time that I come to a game like this where it allows me to use cheat codes in order to get through the game, I usually use them because it's very rare that you come across it. And if I really want to play the game the way that I want to play it, then that's what I'm going to end up doing. Each of the Grand Theft Autos that I played on the PS4, the PS2 to PS4 ones that are now delisted now, RIP, all of those you could use certain cheat codes in order to play through the game, whether it was weapon spawns or earning health back or anything like that. You could use those cheats. The game would allow some of them in the games. If you activated some cheats, it would deactivate trophies, but for the most part, you could use a lot of those cheats. So I feel like when you have the options to do that stuff, it's definitely worth it. Completely different topic if you're talking about a game like Nier Automata where you can buy the trophies, but if you can activate cheats and stuff in order to earn the trophies faster, I feel like it's pretty acceptable because the developers obviously did it for a reason. They could have deactivated trophies if you activated any of the cheats, but, you know, Clearly they didn't. So anyway, that's my numbers. That's my breakdown. That's all that. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, be sure to leave a like. Again, let me know your experiences or anything with the game down in the comments below. Down in the description below, you'll find links to all types of stuff. My Twitter, my Twitch, other videos like this, Discord server, podcast, playlist with some trophy guides if you're looking to get some help there. So go check any of that stuff out. I would greatly appreciate it. Again, if you did enjoy the video, be sure to leave a like. If you've made it this far and you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing for more trophy content like this. And I hope to see you all around sometime soon.